Hey guys, and welcome back to Economics and Comics. So, this is your keys of the week, 1919. There's a lot of good books. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to give you them all, starting with the number ones that I think are relevant. I'm going to give you some cool covers to look for, some books of interest, and then a couple of my picks, okay? That are separate than the so-called keys. So-called. Okay, so here we go. First up, we have Ncbd Bunny. Ncbd Ever After number 1. Okay? We have Gunning for Hits. This is an interesting cover also. It's a crime thriller written by a music producer who worked with some big name artists. Criminal number 1. Now, Young Justice number 1. New series. It's the first team appearance of the new Young Justice. There's been controversy on if it's a first appearance of multiple people, but it's been shown that they've been in other books. So, but there could be a first appearance of the second Teen Lantern. Now, that also has lots of nice variants. There's a Yasmin Putri variant, which is really nice, and a Chu variant that is sick. Okay. Captain Marvel number 1. Again, it just came out. Now we're doing another one. Oh, that was the Life of Captain Marvel. But still, number 1. Now, there's a couple interesting things about this, though, in regard to variants. We have the Alex Ross variant, the Adam Hughes variant, which is pretty sick. And there's these J. Scott Campbell variants that you can get on his site, J. Scott Campbell. But here's the problem. First of all, there's A, B, C, D, and E. Now, I like the Golden Era one, which I think is C, and the binary one, which is E. I'm not saying they're not all good. These are the ones I like. But in order to get those, you have to get A, B, C, D, and E. So you can get A, B, C, and D, and E for $145. Now, I think C and D are limited to $1,250. I wasn't sure about E, probably the same or less. Or you can get them signed, all of them, for $185. But it's a low print, and they're J. Scott Campbell. Web of Venom Unleashed number 1's coming out. Ryan Stegman, I believe, is the artist, is writing it. And there's also a Nick Bradshaw variant cover. All right. Star Wars Age of Republic Jango Fett number 1. That's basically origin story of Boba Fett with his dad as a kid. There's a bunch of variants. I'm not going to show them to you. You can check out my hot covers video. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 1. We're doing another reboot. Well, not a reboot, just another storyline. We're getting... So what is that? 3 Spider-Mans and a bunch of other... Regardless, the most notable variants in that, to me, are the Game Over variant. And, of course, the Archerm, which is super sick! Avengers number 12 is coming out. It's the first appearance of the Agents of Wakanda and the first appearance of Iron Fist 1 million BC. Ooh, that's going to be fire. 1 million BC. Oh, keys everywhere. There's also a Phil Noto variant that's pretty sick. Okay. Oh, we have the Avengers Prelude number 2 coming out, which is basically Infinity War. But you can read it, part 2. Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider number 4. She debuts some new powers. I like that cover. Okay. Miles Morales Spider-Man number 2. Dude, first of all, Rhino and Miles Morales team up, and there's a possible first appearance of a new villain in there. The variant is sick too. Both covers are sick. I like how he's standing there and he's got all the, it looks like the Infinity Gems or whatever. Pretty sick. Okay. Batman number 62, Professor Pig storyline. Now, I was reading somewhere that it's a standalone. I feel like it keeps going, but first of all, that regular cover is sick. And a special Frank Miller variant, which is fire! Sick! If you can find them, get them. Adventures of Super Sons #6. There's an appearance of Hookah from the Atari Force in there. Okay, so this video seems like it's going to be kind of short. We'll see. Books and covers to look out for is what I'm going to call this. And I don't really consider them keys. But, you know, in the whole world of spec and low print and all that garbage, some of these don't qualify in there, but they are in this. So notable covers and notable low print run books. I really like the Green Arrow #48 variant cover by Neil Adams. I'm going to try to get it because he's going to be at Comic-Con this weekend. And of course, the absolutely overhyped Harley Quinn #57 variant. Now, I don't mean it's overhyped as in it's not worthy, because it is probably the sickest cover this week. And I love it, but the problem is they're gone everywhere. I don't think it's a low print run book. Harley Quinn's a favorite of many people. It's just the cover's so sick. And unfortunately, everyone's hyping it up so much, it's making it a $20 book. So I'm really hoping that I can pick it up for $4 at my local comic book shop. Because if not, that's going to be a damn shame. Not liking how that's working out. Okay, a notable book, Blood Realm #3. If you can find it, maybe pick it up. The Rags #3 variant. Overhyped, guys. I know there's a lot of people that like Rags. That's fine. And I'm not trying to... Maybe I am trying to dog on him a little bit. I don't know. I gotta admit, after the Comic Tom video, I was... it left me questioning things a little bit. The whole way they're doing it. It's a cool looking variant, but... so it'll be sought after, and it's going to be worth money because of hype. Also, this is my personal pick. One of my personal picks you might want to look for. I think it's a sick-ass cover. And it's Red Sonja #25, the variant, cosplay variant, where she's like holding that head. Dude, that's dope. But, you know, people aren't freaking out about it. So, whatever. Okay. Now, these are my fun little 3 picks of books that might interest you. And I know for sure 2 of them are going to be really good, because I'm already on 2 of them. So, Prodigy #2. I loved the first book. I can't wait to do a review on #2. I hope it lives up to the first one. There's a regular cover, black and white. And then there's this variant cover, which I think is pretty cool. So I'm definitely excited for that book. And if you haven't already picked up Prodigy, pick up #1 if you still can. And if you like it, go for it. But I would suggest maybe getting that book. Conspiracy Theory #2. I had the #1, the one with the Illuminati triangle. That book was fire ridiculous. Off the charts because no one knew about it. And it was a low print, I think. And #2 is coming out. And this conspiracy book on this one, #2, I think is about the Denver airport. I'm not sure if it's about aliens or what. But the first one was kind of interesting. Okay? And then Turok #1's coming out. I don't know how people feel about Turok, but I'm going to try to pick it up. We'll see how it goes. I like to read #1s, and Turok's back. So I have a Turok foil cover signed by David McElhaney. It's so funny, the story on that. I was at Con and getting stuff signed by McElhaney, and he didn't have enough books, and I had some books, and I said, do you want one of these 300 True Believers covers? And I'll give it to you so you can get it signed. And he's like, yeah. And he had that Turok, and he said, here, take this. And I'm like, oh, sweet. And that was cool because it was out of the blue. And it was something I didn't have to get signed. So, this is what I would say, you guys. After all I've just said, I do think the Harley Quinn 57 variant's pretty sick. Oh, I almost forgot about Martian Manhunter #2, dude. That variant by Middleton is absolute fire, dude. And no one's talking about it. I know the book was a little awkward, but I'm gonna give it a chance. Number 2, and I gotta get that Middleton variant. He's done all the variants, dude. I'm telling you, he's a hot ass artist. Those could heat up. And if you can find conspiracy theory number 2, pick it up. I'm telling you. And I guess that's about it. I think the Batman 62 is going to be good. If you get the Frank Miller variant, that'd be pretty tight. Besides that, that's for me tonight. All that I have tonight. I'm not feeling too great. I'm feeling kind of sick, to be honest with you. Congestion and so on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe, throw me a like, and good hunting on Wednesday. Honestly, everything that's been going on, and I might be part of the problem in regard to hyping up and speculating, but I try to do it early for everyone so they can get ahead of it and get it for cheap, before they sell out in different stores. I don't want to be part of the problem, but I feel like you guys need this information to beat the market before it gets there. But some of these books have already been overhyped so much, and with apps and different things like that are honestly, and I don't get me wrong, I love the apps, but they are creating it as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. See you!